You're okay now, boy.
I have now.
So now
this is the moment?
Yeah, so now
Okay.
what pisses you off about this industry or anything, is it? Or, maybe nothing pisses you off.
I think when we all start off, and whatever it is, you start playing your drums in the garage, or you've got your, your guitar in your bedroom, or whatever it is that we're doing, we always envision getting out there and playing for people and hitting the road and traveling the world and recording,
That's what you're doing. Wait a minute.
But that's only turns out the touring and the recording is only half of the gig. The other half of the gig is doing press.
Oh.
So when you're getting up at 6 o'clock in the morning and you can't, you've had a few beers after the last show and you got to go to a radio station and just fumble your way through one of your songs acoustically or whatever. I mean, that's the stuff you don't sign up for.
What inspires you to write a song? Do you just come out of the ether? Or?
I don't. Sometimes I'll hear someone say something, and I know I can take what they said and turn it into like a, we would call it a tagline or a hook line.
Yeah.
And so I'll have, as we all do, we've got 1,000 of those in our phone, right? How many of those you hear something and it's like, ooh.
Oh yeah.
I'm taking that. So there's the two ways that we always start writing songs. You'll have a little guitar thing and you'll have a melody, or you'll have some lines in your phone. So you come at it from a language point or strictly from a music point. And it's nice when you've got a melody and you've got a little guitar riff, or whatever it might be, and you go through your phone and you find something in there that just works, it just syncs up perfectly with what you were just doing, and those wind up being the magical ones.
That's great that you say that, because to me, is what you're saying is you go by inspiration. Because a lot of your songs are written like so perfect, a hit. I mean, like, 30 seconds in, you go to this part, and someone told me that about you, he said, oh man, all his songs, he writes all these things, it's like a, like a machine, they go, it's like they go to the computer and say, okay, it's got to be, and I said, no, there's a lot of soulful stuff, to me, in your songs.
Well, the funny thing is, if you're going to write a song correctly, you're supposed to know what the song's going to be about. The same way, like, you wouldn't just start a movie if you're gonna write a script, right, or a novel or whatever it might be, and have no idea
where it was going.
Yeah. You wouldn't start off with two guys who are walking down the street.
That'll work in Hollywood. Hey, I got this idea.
Yeah, and you would never do that.
Yeah.
But we write Nickelback songs like that all the time. We really do. We just start off like there's just a line that starts coming out, and then it's just, if we get there somehow, we fumble and bumble our way into those songs. I'm sure they sound like they were just constructed in a laboratory, but they're not.
Is there places you go that inspire you to maybe pull out a good line, or just the line just come anywhere?
I think it's impossible to write a heavy rock song when the sun is shining and the wind is blowing through the palm trees.
So, not even a song like Mas Tequila or Living on a Coastline?
Now, yeah, but those songs. That's a lifestyle song. I mean, that's like so if you're going to write something heavy and gritty and dirty, and man, it's tough to do. And
honestly, like you, I'm sure, it's so thrilling to write a great song. Every time I write a new song, I get excited.
Yeah.
And I really, going on tour, that's hard for me now, going out for too long. You guys, you put out a brand new record, you got to go out and support the world. You're a worldwide artist.
It's a grind.
Yeah.
But I feel the same way when you get that the butterflies and you're onto something really good.
Yeah, man.
And then I get this feeling like once it starts, when you're like 90% of the way there, and you keep adding a little thing here, a little bit of ear candy, wherever it might be, you get this, I get this feeling like I just can't wait to show this to the rest of the world.
Growing up, wanting to be rich, famous, rock star, has it fulfilled your expectations?
It's more
or imagination?
I think that you think that you're going to be chumming around with rich and famous people all the time, and you're not really. I mean, you do once in a while.
What do you call this?
I mean, yeah, but it makes it so you can really hang out with your loved ones, like the friends that you grew up with. That's what it makes it so you can, take them. I've taken so many. You've met all my closest buddies. I mean, I've got more video of my friend's doing stupid crap in your club than you can imagine.
Our club, by the way.
Well, sure, I'll take it. But I love spoiling my friends. You know, I love
I do
taking
too.
them and just providing stuff for them that they would never ever get to do.
When did you first think you made it? How many years in? When did you say, you know what, boys, we're making it?
I think when How Your Mind Me came out, that we started getting a taste of what that was like. You know, it was going to, because back in the day, the way that we would have to do it normally is like you'd go play the 400-seat club. And if you really kicked ass, the next time you come to town, you play the 800-seat club. And then you might play the 1,000-seat really cool club. And then if you can get up to the theater that holds 2,200, now you're making, you know, now we're really getting somewhere. And that would be the grind that you would think about, right? But when your song gets there before you, and you show up.
Never happened to me, but it happened to you.
It happened to me, yeah. I mean, and a long way. And I'd played every club. I'd played every club in Australia. I'd played every club in Europe. We'd played them all. We'd played every single venue in every city in the world already before we got the hit. And then, you know, you'd show up, and it would be like, you know, you get to Wembley in London, and suddenly it's like, wow, we're not playing the Astoria anymore, boys. You know, and that's a great feeling, you know, when you get to L.A. and you're not playing the Viper Room, you're playing Staples.
But that's why you guys are good, and that's why you're such a good front man, a good performer, and I know this because you are. It's like because you paid all that dues. If you guys, these guys, they get together and the first thing they ever do is this giant hit, and then they try to chase it.
That makes it really tough.
They're doing this their whole career, and then they have a little, about 3 years and then on the toilet, and they don't have a hit one year, and then they kind of go on the toilet, and they don't know how to go out and perform and make people happy.
Yeah.
So you should thank God for all that dues you did. That's my whole claim to fame. Is
absolutely.
Like I knew how to do it before I had a hit.
If you can jump on stage with anybody and grab the microphone and hold your own, and get in there and jam, and everybody knows who those people are, and everybody knows who those people aren't.
Yeah.
And you know, it's nice to have gone and paid those dues. I would not want it, you know, the other way around.